Hello and welcome. My name is Christina from Empowered Creator. I am a mindset and conscious manifesting teacher and coach, and this is my YouTube channel. Here I talk about all things law of assumption, mindset, conscious manifesting, the quantum universe, and a lot more. And my goal is to simplify everything without the fluff. So if you guys like this content and you would like to see more of it, I would love it if you would subscribe to this channel, comment on this video, like it, share it, and stick around. Also, if you need help with your specific situation, I offer one-on-one coaching as well as custom subliminals for whatever needs you may have. I also have some self-study courses about manifesting your specific person. And I also have a members-only channel with a lot of perks for members, including weekly live workshops with a new manifesting topic each week, weekly live group coaching, a lot of exclusive content, monthly challenges for a chance to win a free one-on-one coaching session with me, and a lot more. So if you guys are interested in any of these services, the links are below in the description box. Click on them and they're going to take you to my website or to the membership channel. With all that being said, let's dive into today's video. In today's video, I want to give a different perspective on why you should be believing in the law of assumption. I know there's a lot of disbelief even within the manifesting community, and I want to help dispel that. I want to help explain why the law is actually real. It's not anything woo-woo. It's not anything that is out there. It is actually part of our day-to-day life, whether we realize it or not. So I wanted to give that perspective today. This is what I'll be discussing in today's video. Stay tuned. So as I just said in my intro, I see a lot of disbelief, I see a lot of doubt even within the manifesting community, especially among people who are just starting out with the law, and that is normal and natural to an extent, but I do see a lot this mentality of, I feel like I'm doing the techniques, I'm throwing techniques in the air in desperation, hoping that something sticks, hoping that something works, but not really believing that it's going to work, not really believing in the possibility even that it might work for them. And so there's a lot of, what if it doesn't work? What if I'm wasting my time? There are a lot of these questions going around in the manifesting community. So I wanted to make this video today to give you guys a little bit of a foundation of why you should believe in the law and why the law is actually as real as other laws, other physical laws, for example, the law of gravity. Now, no one is doubting the law of gravity, but there are a lot of people who are doubting the law of assumption. So I wanted to give you a little reminder or perhaps a little foundation and let you know that the law of assumption is actually one of the 7 universal laws, you guys. It is one of the 7 laws by which the universe operates. And if you're members of my membership channel, you will see that I have a 5-part series that is exclusive to the channel members, where I explain in a lot of depth everything about how the law works. And the first part of that series is all about the 7 universal laws. So if you're interested in learning more about that, you may want to consider becoming members if you're not a member already. But today, I'm also going to give you a little foundation on why the law of assumption is not only real, but it is actually a law of the universe. So there is the second principle, the second universal law that is called the law of correspondence. The law of correspondence says, as within, so without. As above, so below. What that means is that whatever is within you, you also experience without you. Whatever you have in your imagination above is also what you see in your 3D experience below. And this, you guys, goes for all things, big and small, from the biggest things in the universe to the smallest atoms in the universe. So the law of assumption, otherwise known as law of correspondence, is one of the 7 universal laws. It's one of the laws by which the universe operates. What it says is that where you put your energy, what you have within, what you're dwelling on, as we always say, is what you get to experience in your 3D reality. And once you change whatever it is that you're experiencing within, whatever it is that you're experiencing without also changes. Remember, as within, so without. And this is why the law of assumption, you guys, is not really different to other laws, other physical laws like the law of gravity, which, by the way, are physical laws. They're not a part of the laws of the universe, but they are both valid and real. The difference is that the universal laws are also spiritual laws, and a lot of people living in the 3D are not able to perceive them and to notice them and observe them the same way that they would be able to experience gravity, for example. However, this doesn't make them any less valid. This doesn't make them any less real or any less true. So it's good to have this foundation of how things work, how the universe works, because once you have this foundation, you're actually much more able and capable of believing in what you're doing. You understand the purpose and the reasons behind why you're doing what you're doing. It's not just throwing techniques in the air and hoping for the best. No, it's actually obeying and working with one of the laws of the universe. It's taking advantage of that law of the universe to shape your experiences according to your preferences. It's taking advantage even of one of those laws of the universe to become a better version of yourself, to acquire self-mastery. Mastery of your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, your perceptions, your expectations, your energy, your responses, your reactions to the 3D, and so on. Because as you shift within, what is without you also shifts automatically to match your inner shift. And that, I'm going to repeat, is a universal law. It is an actual law of the universe. It's spiritual law. It's not something that someone invented and it became a fad or anything like that. These things have been taught from ancient philosophers since the ancient times. Different philosophers, different teachers since ancient times have been talking about the laws of the universe. So what you're doing here by consciously manifesting, by consciously aligning your energy to what you want, consciously changing your states, consciously changing your assumptions, consciously reprogramming your mind, is you aligning with the law of the universe, you aligning with how the universe works, in order to make your life as a human being work better for you and become better and become happier and become more fulfilled, more complete, and so on. Essentially, what you're doing by practicing the law of assumption is you are working with the universe. You are working with that law of the universe to benefit yourself, to benefit your loved ones, to benefit your environment, and so on. So it's not anything woo-woo. It's not something that you need to be doubting, something that you need to be wondering about, something that you feel like, oh, is it not going to work? How can a universal law ever not work, you guys? How can it? The answer is it can't. It can't not work. It always works, 24/7, no exceptions. And this is why we say circumstances don't matter. This is why we say time doesn't matter. This is why we say persist in your vision. Because there is no way, once you shift your state, that the universal law, which obeys that principle, is not going to show you something that aligns with who you are within. In other words, there are no chances of failure. The only failure is if you didn't change your state yet. So you're still seeing no change in your 3D, but that can change at any time. There is nothing to worry about, nothing to wonder about, nothing to doubt, nothing to question. It is a universal law, much like the physical laws, like the law of gravity, the law of magnetism, and so on. So next time you find yourself in doubt, remind yourself that all you're doing is working with the law of the universe. This is how the universe operates. The universe does not pick and choose. It doesn't choose to work some of the time, but not work some of the time. It doesn't work like that. It works all of the time, the same way. And so you can rest assured that what you're doing has a reason, has a purpose, and it is based on higher spiritual laws, on the laws of the universe, you guys. So I hope this helps. I hope this clarifies things. I hope this is going to help remind you what you're doing and what you're practicing. And I would encourage you, anytime you get doubts, anytime you start wondering and you start worrying that it will fail, it will not work, no, worry just about your state. There is no chance the law is going to fail. The law does not fail because it's a law of the universe. So you worry about changing your state. Once you change your state, the law is going to work for you. It always works for you, but if you haven't changed your state, it might still be showing you the things that you don't want. That's the only difference. Otherwise, it always works. So make it work for you. Change your state and take advantage of that law of the universe and make it work for you. So I hope this is clear. I hope it helps alleviate your doubts and your worries and your fears that it might not work, it might fail, and so on. It does not fail. It cannot fail. Remember, as within, so without. With all that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video here. I intend that this has helped. As always, I very much appreciate you guys being on this channel, watching this content. I love making this content for you. And as always, I look forward to seeing you all at the next video. Until then, take care and bye-bye.